Some Nigerian soldiers have reportedly blocked the Niger Bridge in between Onitsha and Asaba as residents await results from the Anambra governorship election. Also, there were gunshots in the area as residents scampered around the city for safety despite the build-up of traffic. This led to many residents, especially travelers trapped in the gridlock, to come down from their vehicles. There's serious pandemonium at the moment around the Niger Bridge Onitsha as soldiers have blocked both sections of the bridge to vehicular movements. Legit.ng reporter heading to Asaba alongside other passengers had to come down from their vehicles and trekked to the other side of the bridge to continue their journey. In the ensuing melee, soldiers shot in the air to scare away transporters who were becoming agitated with the roadblock. A transporter who simply identified himself as Obinna told Legit.ng that the soldiers claimed the order to block the bridge was from above. Okay. At the other side of the Onitsha bridge leading to Asaba, passers-by are required to raise their two hands up by the soldiers. Motorcyclists, popularly known as Okada, used the opportunity to fleece desperate passengers crossing to the other side, especially those rushing to board their flight to the Asaba International Airport. A trip to the other side of the bridge was charged as high as 500 naira depending on the number of passengers or luggage. Despite the roadblock, vehicles conveying policemen on election duty, soldiers, and foreign nationals were allowed to pass. Meanwhile, Legit.ng previously reported that residents of Oka in Anambra State have resumed their normal life activities a day after boycotting the governorship election in the state. The residents were seen either going or coming back from church, while others were buying or selling various wares in the city. According to the residents, the government had crowded the state with several security operatives who were armed to the teeth. They also said that they want to believe that since the election is coming to an end, the security operatives would allow them to breathe the fresh air of relief. In other news, results from some local government areas show that the former Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Charles Soludo, is in the early lead in the ongoing governorship election. Soludo has won in all 8 local government areas announced so far. We'll continue to do things in a crude manner, in a crude way. No, it must always resort to this. When people say they don't want to come out to vote, they say, you don't want to vote, you don't want to vote. This stress is just too much. Just to go and exercise your right, it will become a different thing altogether. Why are they blocking, saying the order came from above? Why are they blocking road if they know that things are going to be, they are going to do normal, or they have done normal, or they have not done normal? The moderate soldiers were disappointed at the peaceful conduct of the Anambra governorship election, hence they are bent on creating an unnecessary post-election chaos. Okay, untrained soldiers, why not go to the north and face the bandits and terrorists? You come to Igbo land to flex muscle. They said the order came from above. The order came from above. Anambra State is doing election and you are traveling. Where are you traveling to? So they should not travel. If not, that the way we still do things in a crude manner. In election day in other places, when are we going to... does it mean until Jesus comes before we'll do the right thing? I don't understand. For how long are we going? Is it going to take us that when there's an election, it should be a normal thing that people just be doing their own thing? That's why they are saying, let there be electronic voting, full electronic voting, not this one that they're going to be doing in some area or some this. That is what we are talking about. It's not supposed to disturb anything, but we know it, but we'll continue to do it the way we know that, or they know, not even we, they know that they are going to do some kind of manipulations. That is why could people not travel? Election was yesterday and not today. They postponed it to today. Some people did not finish it. The soldier should shoot at sight the remnants of the unknown gunmen. Like, seriously, innocent. After your heart desire to kill the above mentioned people, I hope you will eat their carcasses. The hatred in and hardness of heart in most Nigerians simply amazes me. People don't like freedom. When they see people who want to fight for their freedom, they become enemy. That is what is causing this whole thing. They don't have the guts to do what some people are doing. So they believe that if I cannot get it, you cannot get it. If I cannot do it, you cannot do it. So when they see someone who, or group of people who have guts to challenge the status quo, they begin to like, oh, who are you? This and this and that. That is just the meaning of the hatred. No height of intimidation shall subject Indigbo to dwell like slaves in their native land. God forbid. I wonder why people are traveling knowing duly well that the place will be no-go area. Pass information to soldiers about ESN IPOB. That is one of the principles of war that you people have been calling for. Which people of war? For once, the security agents should be allowed to do their job. I wish to commend the government, security agents, and the people of Anambra State for the peace and tranquility so far observed in the conduct of ongoing election in the state. Soludo should thank IPOB for the late announcement that all should go out and vote. They cancelled the sit-at-home order and trooped out to vote for Abga. That is why it is possible for Soludo to win handsomely. Our great target is Imo State because that governor cannot come back. Never. The Fulani military terrorists assigned to cause mayhem and unprovoked killings of Ndigbo population and illegally blocked the movement of vehicles in the major Niger bridge in Onitsha, Anambra as an act of provocation, illegality and unfounded commands and control. It is absolved, regrettably, and an absolute lawlessness. That was, you see, in a lawless country. Until I don't understand though. I want to congratulate him in anticipation. I have been praying because we don't want APC in our land. Anybody that joined APC knows is a loser. But when time comes, they must run out of our land, Biafra. Or a Biafra. In Anambra yesterday, when your people saw soldiers, they ran away. Because they know that they know what they can do at the end of the day. Nothing is impossible for soldiers in the southeast. They are very gallant in the southeast. But Wimpy cowards in the north. Ka Chineke Mezioku. Soldiers have no one to shoot at Anambra State. Soldiers should go back to Sambisa Forest to confront Boko Haram and ICC and not trying to intimidate peaceful Anambra people. My own concern is that when are we going to start doing things in a normal way? You see all of them gallivanting all over the place. That's it to tell you that these politicians, Nigerian politicians are wicked. Is it not yet time they will lock themselves up in a room and tell themselves the simple truth? They all go outside the country, they see what is happening, they know exactly what is happening, they know how they can go about it, but yet they will never. Is that not wickedness? They will never want to do anything that will favor the masses. Like they always say, pikin wey say im mama no go sleep, he too no go sleep, because they want to lord a lot of things over the people. They want the people to continue to be like slave. Forget all this, whether north or south or whatever, or Igbo, Yoruba or Hausa. The real enemies of these countries are the politicians across board. The politicians across board, it's like they have purported in their hearts that the Nigerian people will not breathe fresh breath. Because everybody is suffering. Like I've always said, you can just be deceiving yourself. I pop their own is too much. Go and join politics. You will join politics. Wait till you don't gain. Wait till you don't get from this whole thing. Everybody is suffering together. If you don't know it, if you are still deceiving yourself, or maybe you're just trying to still deceive yourself, either of the two, that you are suffering. Everybody is subjected to this suffering and poverty and whatever you might think about this whole thing. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.